What is going on, guys? We are back for episode number 18 of our Pokemon Bushido Let's Play. We are here, of course, by Gilco with Gilco Gaming, not by Gilco Gaming, presented by Gilco Gaming. What is going on?
Save 15% more on your car insurance by using code Gilco Gaming. That's not real, by the way, but you know.
Okay, guys, I want you all to go on to I want you all to go on every single site ever and try to type in that.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Do it on CasperMattress.com too.
Yeah. Okay, so we are here infiltrating the Akui Clan thing.
Yeah, we're on Yami Island.
And that's not the right way to go, so I'm gonna go this way first.
It doesn't matter. That way's locked, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think you have to have a key for it. So.
Alright, whatever. Well, I'll beat everyone outside and then we'll crush everyone inside. But yeah, we were talking about Gen 3 fighting types and like previous Gen fighting types, but like realistically, like Hariyama's the best one out of all of them. Like I can tell you right now, there is no reason to use a Hitmonlee, Hitmontop, or Hitmonchan when there's a Hariyama standing right there.
You know, I did forget about a big fighting top that is in Gen 3, and that's Heracross.
No, that's Gen 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like, if we're talking about like Hitmontop and Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, I don't know if you can actually get Heracross in Gen 3 at all. Oh, we're frozen.
You can't.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we can just go Hocus Pocus. There's a Psychic Top.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like you can't even get Hariyama, or you can't get Heracross. That close combat is still gonna hurt. But yeah, you can't get any other fighting type besides it, and Medicham. So, and then huge power is not even like the main ability that it like. It's like a secondary ability, so like it's less percentage of a chance of getting it. So, yeah.
For what, Hariyama? Or
no, for Medicham.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't think Hariyama got huge power. That'd be pretty insane if it did, though.
No, Hariyama's thick fat.
Yeah, he's a thick boy. He'd be thick boy.
Oh, I should have gone for Psychic on this one. My bad. That probably just killed Hocus Pocus.
Nah, Hocus Pocus can take a hit. Probably.
But yeah, so Hariyama or Medicham, definitely way to go. But the problem is that Meditite is so weak. That's like the biggest issue. So.
Yeah.
Where like Makuvita like evolves a lot quicker and like is just as good.
Yeah, it's got some bulk in it too for a fighting top. What are we fighting? Oh, Mariana.
Yeah. Pancake.
Win it out, pancake it up. But yeah, I mean, even though this isn't a Gen 3 mon, the best fighting top's still Lucario, hands down.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's not even a question.
Yeah. Unless Gen... What are we on? 9? Unless Gen 9 pulls something really insane.
They ain't gonna have They ain't gonna have none.
That would have to be a really insane design to top Lucario.
Right?
So...
I'm still really worried that Gen 9 is gonna, like, not feel very Pokemon-y.
I don't know. We'll see. I can kind of see it.
That wordage makes sense, but, like...
It does make sense to me, at least, but I can see it. Like... Especially when they revealed like the future Donphan top thing, I'm like, this doesn't look like a Pokemon. So, also, like, I don't know if you went to the Pokemon website, but like, past form Donphan, we read past form Donphan's like Pokedex entry here that they've got.
I have not read it yet, but I probably will here in a second.
I'll read it for you. Do not fret.
I
just gotta find where the post is for it. Raid battles. I don't care about raid battles. Terra. On.
I was gonna say that play rough animation just lasted so long.
It takes forever.
I was like, why? Why are you trying to play rough that long?
Why does Pokemon's website stink, Toms?
Well, there's probably a couple reasons for that, but
unless it's in this. No, this is about the legendaries. This is about terrestrial. Why can't they have it just in Pokemon? I guess because they don't actually have their names listed.
That's fair.
It's Great Tusk and...
Yeah, Great Tusk and something else. Did they actually legitimately change the name of those Pokemon though, so they're not actually Donphan?
I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Like,
so
it's not
it
gonna
is,
be like Great Tusk Dawn Fan. It's gonna be like Great Tusk, right?
yeah, that's what I think. Great Tusk and Iron Tread. So
that's gonna be so hard to remember all of that to be like, actually, it's just a Dawn Fan with like better stats.
Yeah, I do wonder if that has different stats. But here's Great Tusk Pokedex entry. The book describes how savage this monster attacked an expedition team with its large body and tusk, mortally wounding one of the explorers. And I feel like that's really dark for a Pokemon entry.
I mean, ghost types have darker ones. Let's be real.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like normally they don't say like someone gets mortally wounded. And Iron Tread's just like a really interesting one. It's like, it is said that when this monster curls its body and rolls to attack, it leaves a trail gouged into the ground as if it scorched the earth. It's like, all right, that's an interesting thing to have to see.
So do you think those are going to be like legendaries, or do you think they're going to just be like different versions of that Pokemon?
I think it's going to be different versions of that Pokemon. I think specifically it's going to be Titans that you fight.
Okay.
Because they say something about them being larger.
Fair enough.
So, and it's involving Armin or whatever his name is. He's always got like one of the books, and like his whole thing's the Titan like expedition. So.
Oh no.
Oh, did we miss? Oh no.
Oh, I missed, and then he missed the hammer arm. So.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I don't know. One thing I hope is like not all the future Pokemon have the doofy looking face of it being cybernetic.
Yeah.
I hope not. That is my one like hope for everything. But we'll see. I guess. Actually, people that are watching this have already seen it.
I know they would have already seen it, so we're just kind of like pre talking about it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like the last couple days I've been like waking up. It's like 9 days, 8 days, 7 days. So I know I wake up
to the morning and I just see your message every morning of like this many days. Okay.
Yeah, I've been actively just like saying like, hey, there's this many days left.
Bento box.
Sweet. I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for a new Pokemon game. Legends Arceus was really, really fun.
Yeah.
To me, so I am ready to experience the gloriness.
I never actually finished it.
You never finished Legends Arceus?
No.
It has one of the hardest post-game fights like in any Pokemon game.
Yeah, I never finished it. Like, we got to a certain point, and like me and Megan were playing it together, so like I didn't want to go ahead of her, and then somehow I still ended up going ahead of her. I don't know. I wasn't like paying attention or something. And then we were like, oh well, I mean, like if you don't know where we are, then like, you know, then we never finished it. So
it's really good. Like I said, I was kind of hoping the catching mechanic would return, just because I love being able to like, you know, I have to fight something and just throw a Pokemon and be like, hey, you're mine.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not returning. Although the auto battle system really interests me.
Well, I mean, they have the auto battling, so they're like kind of close, sort of.
Yeah, but you couldn't catch anything.
I'm just waiting for it to like kill like a shiny Pokemon and someone.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gonna happen.
Yeah.
I do hope there's some interesting shiny mechanics. I know that in a screenshot of like one of the trailers, you can already see the like one of the cooking things gives like a boost to shiny rate. So
it also seems like the cooking thing like also just like breeds Pokemon.
Yeah, I think the daycares will probably go away.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna replace it with that, which, you know, it's kind of hit or miss, because I don't know. I feel like that makes getting like, well, I mean, I guess you would remove egg moves at that point in time, because you wouldn't be able to get egg moves. Probably, maybe.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Be able to, because like egg moves are from like the one parent having a move that like the other Pokemon needs to like breed with that Pokemon to get.
Yeah, but like if you've got 6 Pokemon, who's gonna be the 2 Pokemon that get in?
So I think when you're getting down to like competitive breeding, I think people will be a little bit more strategic, and they'll just have like 2 Pokemon in the party.
If it works that way.
But like, I think like if people are having like teams of 6 and they're getting random eggs, I think it'll be like, okay, like what are we doing here? But
Greninja.
Lorelai, it's time to take over your replacement.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, it depends on how it actually works.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how the mechanic goes. I hope it's not just like, hey, you get a random egg, no matter what's in there.
Yeah.
But I could kind of see them doing that.
Yeah.
But, like, they've been making it easier for, like, you know, competitive play and stuff anyways.
Yeah.
With the patches, the bottle caps.
For sure. The mints.
They can make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
Oh, so, problem.
Yeah.
This thing's like +5 evasion now.
It's okay. Lorelai's got this. It can't win. It'll kill itself.
Oh, I have an idea. Oh, no, I don't have an idea. I thought I had hail instead of rain dance.
Oh. I mean, it's gonna kill itself anyways because of, the,
Hyper mode?
Hyper mode that it's
Yeah.
got. So, it'll be like 2 more turns, granted, but it will kill itself at some point in time. It cannot sustain this max evasion, which, you know, is really annoying. That's one thing that's, like, just annoying. I hate it when AIs just spam evasion moves, because it's like, especially in Pokemon, because, you know, the AI is not, like, amazing in any Pokemon game, unless you're playing, like, some ROM hack. Yeah. But, you know.
It's the ROM hacks where they get the AI to go after you. That's when it gets hard. Because, like, now they always know what you're going to do, and they always make the best move, like, regardless, like, for what that is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Akui keys. So now we can go to the house where what's-her-face is, Akane.
Okay, go.
But I don't know if there's any other houses we haven't went in yet. So.
Yeah, I'll check. Well, there's one that, like, you can, like, go down one or the other. Like, there's, like, a further basement to the house.
Yeah. I know we have to, like, unlock a way at some point in time.
Yeah.
For it. Like,
because, like,
this
that
one we
one's
come
blocked,
in from...
but, like,
yeah,
there's, like, another one that's, like, in this house. I think it is this one. Where, like... Oh, never mind.
Yeah. We come in from a different angle.
Yeah. And there's a team over there, so I want to get that first as well.
Which I guess we haven't been in this one yet, have we?
Wait, she blocked my entrance.
Yeah. Which means we haven't gotten into this house. She'll disappear.
Okay.
Her and her ninja tactics. Steelix.
Steelix? Hello.
I am interested to see what Pokemon get past in future forms.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, if it's like other games, like the pseudos will be divided between 2 games.
I do think it's clever that they did this way, because I remember when the trailer came out, they had Hisui and Zoroark, and, you know, it said to go extinct at the point in time when you play it through the normal games.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, I feel like all the Hisuian Pokemon will be in Scarlet.
Yeah,
like,
that would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they'll have to make like a lot more. They'll have to make a lot more version exclusives into Violet then as well to compensate.
Yeah, and they might.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll just get Weavile and they get Sneasler, in which case I'm okay with that, because Sneasler looks very weird.
Well, I guess that's fair. I didn't think of it that way, that like you just keep the Hisuian versions like in Scarlet, or
Yeah. I think that's what they'll do. Obviously, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll know in 7 days. Pretty much 6 days. Give it to me now. I've got it pre-downloaded on my Switch too. I turned on my Switch earlier and it was there, and I'm like...
we bought hard copies.
Yeah,
I had to actually walk into a GameStop.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I hate going in GameStop.
Well, like, I know for, like, Sword and Shield, like, I had pre-ordered on my Switch, but, like, Megan had bought, like, her copy, like, and had it delivered to the house.
Yeah.
But then we didn't get it, like, on day of delivery. Like, on, like, day of release. We got it, like, a day after or something.
Yeah.
Drain Punch?
Drain Punch is good. I don't know who can learn it.
I don't think anyone can.
Teach it to Salamence. Let it punch with its tail.
I don't think I have anyone with arms except for Pancake. Oh, Hocus Pocus as well.
Electros has got arms, or whatever those are.
Does it?
I mean, I don't know what you would consider those. I mean, maybe? Who knows?
I don't know. Alright. Obstacle.
This thing wrecked our face last time we fought it.
It did. But I've now intimidated, so we are perfectly fine.
until we get countered in the face. Ah, Shadow Clone Jutsu. The worst of worst.
Alright, I'm gonna fly. It's dark fighting, right?
I think it's dark normal.
Oh.
We just got countered in the face. I hate it when I'm right. I hate it. It's okay though. At least it's like super weak. Probably. Surely we can handle it at this HP. I can't believe the counter happened.
You know, that's bringing back Insurgents memories, and I don't really like it.
Man, the final episode of Insurgents came out for me today, and the final fight in that game is just so annoying. Like, you have to fight like...
Now,
I'm not gonna...
You didn't Nuzlocke it. I did.
I didn't Nuzlocke it for a good reason.
Yeah. And like,
So,
I feel like I got cheated, is how it feels. Like,
you definitely got cheated.
Like, I got pretty far, and I wasn't really, like, IV training and stuff like that, so, like, there was, like, some stuff that I could have done better, but, like, I'm like, what am I supposed to do when, like, granted, I wasn't fully healed going into the fight that I lost in, and then I had a Kyogre just sit there and calm mind that, like, Primal reverted.
Yeah, that game is not a game to Nuzlocke. At all.
It was brutal, like, because, like, it felt like every episode I was spending 3 hours, like, grinding up a new team, or, like, grinding up my team just to compete with the next, like, trainer.
Yeah.
So, and, like, the whole thing was just, like, set up sweep. That was, like, the whole thing, like, set up sweep or you don't play, basically.
Yeah. I am so glad I didn't Nuzlocke the game. Like, me and Def we really enjoyed the game, and I think that's one reason why. Because we didn't have to worry about stressing with that. Because there was definitely times where we had to grind. Like, specifically against the final fight. We had to go and grind, which we didn't think we were going to have to. But
yeah,
we did. Also, I think one of these signs has something behind it. Or one of these. I could be wrong. It could be another room. But... Oh, I guess I was wrong.
But yeah, like, I definitely felt there was, like, I felt, like, relieved that the game was over when I lost, just because of how, like, long it took to grind up every episode. Like, I mean, that's the thing with, like, all of us, like, smaller channels, right? Is that, like, we all work outside of YouTube, right? So, like, you already work 40 hours, then it's like, okay, like, now, like, the couple hours that I have to actually do things, and, like, for the channel, I'm, like, using, like, 4 hours of that to, like, grind up and, like, grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one reason why Def and I don't do Nuzlocks for games, especially first time playing games, because he and I both have the idea of we want to enjoy the game, like, just enjoy it, especially when they add, like, new forms and stuff like that, because, you know, in a Nuzlocke you really don't have the option of catching specifically the new stuff.
Yeah.
And it definitely works out for our favor because we don't have to spend hours grinding, with the exception of Reborn. Pokemon Reborn, we did have to do that, and we both hated it immensely.
So, I'm actually okay Nuzlocking, like, the first time playing through a game, but, like, at some point, I would like to go back and get to use the Pokemon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, even for me, like, I'm finishing up my, like, Brilliant Diamond Avatar lock. I had never played Gen 4 before. So, for me, like, it's super cool, like, because Cynthia's, like, the biggest, like, thing about that game, right? And I never got to play against her before, so, yeah, like, that's, like, the super fun part for me. But I don't mind Nuzlocking it, like, that's totally fine with me.
Yeah. Did this thing get, like, an evasion boost, by the way?
Yes, it did.
Oh, of course it did.
And now I'm missing every Horn Leech.
Yeah, it's also got a sub up.
Yes, and it keeps subbing. That's also another thing. But I can't really, like, stop and, like, bulk up because...
Well, yeah, you'll get subbed on. It also is flinching, which is annoying. This thing is just a pain all the way around.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Took forever.
But yeah, there's some games that, like, if we did, like, when we did, of course, when we did the Soul Link, that's part of it, is, like, Nuzlocking. But, like, any type of, like, fan game where there's, like, new Pokemon, Delta Pokemon, X Pokemon, whatever you may see, we always try to just stick to just enjoying the story aspect of it. So.
Oh yes, give me this. Beautiful.
Dynamic punch.
Get gone, get gone. Alright, hard counter the Breloom, we got it.
Yay!
But yeah, like, I mean, like, I'm totally fine Nuzlocking games, like, it's just when, like, I find that fan games are harder and, like, ROM hacks are, like, way harder to do it with, because they're already changing up so much stuff and intentionally making it harder already that, like, the Nuzlocke itself is just, like, okay, like, I'm not, like, you know, that good at Nuzlocks on my own right to, like...
Oh, we gotta find the...
Gotta find 4 of the keys. Where were they?
It's in one of these houses. I think the one of the passageway opens up. Is it maybe this one? Oh, talk to that scroll, actually. The one when we first walk in. I knew it was something with one of these scrolls. Is it not this one? One of these houses has got something hidden in it.
Okay.
We have to be our ninja self.
Okay. Learn our ninja way.
I knew there was something sus about one of these houses. It's to get in there, but I can't remember. Maybe it's the middle house? Or maybe it's the library. I feel like it actually is the library, because it's the only one that doesn't have anything that's in there.
Well,
but,
like,
you know.
You think it's the library? Wait. On how to commit crimes.
Yeah, you know,
just
publishing a thing here. Ninja techniques. Can you just, like, walk to the side? Like... And we're sure it's not, like, in that second scroll or anything?
I'm clicking buttons.
Huh.
Yeah, there's nothing with it.
It's...
Oh, hi.
There's a switch pad in this book. I think she actually says that or something like that. There's some hint for it.
Well, reading is hard, so...
Reading is extremely hard. So now we're in the underground. And yeah, all these like things are, you know...
Yeah.
Keys. Keys and other various items.
Alright. Akui Clan. Power.
That's short for power. And she's got power. Also, not a big fan of Kenkelder either.
Not a big fan of the fact that we're asleep still.
Oh. What about if we were, like, fighting something that's +2? Sorry, +3.
Well... I think we're probably gonna get swept here. That's gonna happen, but...
Nah, it's gonna go for a Stone Edge and miss.
Oh, fair enough.
Probably. Oh. That does so much damage for it to be like a superpower. We can eat one, though. Oh, it's focus punching? See? I knew it would throw. Good old focus punch.
Okay.
What an interesting mechanic. Oh. We should eat this, though. Live.
Alright, 10th IQ.
You think it's gonna focus punch or, superpower?
Superpower. Shit.
Oh, no, Stone Edge.
Never mind, just kidding.
It did miss, though.
Okay.
Get out of here, Kenkelder.
So now we're
I'm
back
not
to
a fan of Kenkelder's design, like, at all.
I don't actually mind it. But, with that being said, it's being a little extra. Like, I need to carry, like, literally, like massive pillars of concrete to show off how strong I am. Extra.
He's totally extra.
Yeah.
So, unlike Hariyama over there. Also, I always found it funny Hariyama's, like, move was, like, smelling salts. And I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's like wake him up from a concussion.
Yeah, I just didn't know what smelling salts were as a kid. So it's like, hey, here's some smelling salts.
Yeah. They're awful, by the way.
Oh, are they?
Don't recommend.
It's weird that that's a fighting move.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how it trends, like, because it's just like a stick, right, that smells?
Yeah, so it's like a little packet, and then you just, like, wave it under your nose. And, like, it's supposed to just have, like, I think it has, like, a bunch of, like, chemicals that are, like, not good for you. But, like, Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like literally like stuff that's like all supposed to make you sick if you like you ever like had any of it. So
yeah, I think we can beat this chick up now and she'll let us go past her if we needed to too.
oh, but
there's a key.
I want all the items that are there though. But yeah, no, like it's not fun. Like I know like in hockey, like so many people would like have it on the bench like all the time, like before every game. It's like, all right, let's go do it.
Yeah, I never had to mess with smelling
Yeah.
salts. I just, you know, I guess I'm lucky in that aspect. Dragonaut. Oh, it's got inner focus. Oh, it's in a fast Dragonaut.
It's okay, we can beat a fast Dragonite.
Unless it Dragon Rushes hits us in the face. I feel like that's gonna hurt. Oh, it brain danced. Interesting.
Well, I don't know what that Dragonite was trying to do, but
it set up its.
it did the
pump.
most. It did the most, that's for sure. Volcarona.
Oh, Volcarona. I don't want to even see a Volcarona. That was one thing that I was talking about earlier. Like when you fight the
yeah.
the last thing in Insurgents, there's a Delta Volcarona, and it has no weakness, and it is also buffed with armor to make it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember because I actually got the armor for it. Like you can get like battle armor or something like that. It's like an item.
You can't, but the Volcarona armor isn't until post game. But you can get like T-Tar armor and stuff like that. The armor from Volcarona makes it to where it pretty much has levitate.
Oh.
And it's a dark poison type with levitate, so it has no weaknesses. And you know, Volcarona is not a weak Pokemon by any means.
No. And
so,
has healing moves around it, like yeah.
Yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun at all. So that's the sole reason why I had to grind.
Yeah.
Thing's evil.
Yeah, I just know that like, me and Jim, like we both tried to Nuzlocke at first, and it was just like, what happened?
Yeah, I remember Jim like bossing to put that thing. I was like, I enjoy the game, but he got to a point also where you had to like, he got in an unfortunate spot where you really need to grind if you're not like ready.
Yeah.
And you can't go back to grind, so it would essentially just be like fight.
It felt like I had to like. It felt like I had to research the game to be able to play every battle.
If you know, like, yeah,
you
would absolutely have to.
Like, I tried not to too much, but like there were certain things where I was like, okay, well, like they're 20 levels lower than the last fight. Like, what level do I need to be at?
Yeah, it was weird because wild Pokemon and stuff like that were always lower.
Yeah.
And the boss fights were always like pretty much on par with like your Pokemon are higher at that point in time. So.
Yeah.
And especially when you're having to like grind teams up constantly, it's just like gross. Also, this thing's gonna have an hospital. Oh wait, is this normal Sand Slash?
It looked like normal Sand Slash to me, but that still did a lot of damage.
I can't. No, this is Alolan because it's more pointy.
So then I went out to a grass type. All right.
It's okay. It's okay. Probably.
Yeah.
This thing hurts.
I mean, we'll just get smacked around a little. It's okay.
That's just building characters, they say.
Yeah. And then I'll Horn Leech against an Ice Steel type.
But it's Shadow now, so it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Oh, we're dead. Oh, we didn't die. Although
we're gonna live. We're gonna live. We're gonna live. The Horn Leech came in clutch.
Oh, we did live! On 6. We're not living this next turn, though.
No, we're not living the poison.
Unless that was their last Pokemon.
Oh, we're living the poison. There we go.
Sweet.
Okay, Curry for the soul.
Good old Curry.
Yeah. Ultra. Because now we have a lot of HP.
We do. We are packed with HP.
Hello.
Da-da-da.
Alright.
So we got this area, and there's the girl that's blocking the way that's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Roserade.
feel like Roserade's a really solid Pokemon. It just
is.
has like no level moves. It's pretty much like all TM based.
Yeah. I did try to use one.
I tried to use one and I was locking it died.
Stop freezing me.
Frozen. Don't you just love being frozen on turn 1 with nothing you can do?
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's just like, hey, get frozen. That's all.
And this thing has
Absorb.
Okay.
A fun thing about Roserade, its special defense is extremely high.
It lived on 1.
It did live on 1. So, unfortunately, it suffers from the grass poison issue.
That is not an issue. That is glorious.
It's an issue. Everything was grass poison in Gen 1, except Tangela. Although, I can't hate it, because Bulbasaur is great. I was one day going to make like a starter tier list of all the starters, and I might still do it at one point in time, maybe when Scarlet and Violet's finished. Or maybe I'll make it like tomorrow or something. I don't know.
That was the thing, like my top 5 series, like I got to a certain point like in the second season of it where I was like, okay, like it doesn't make sense for me to do anything that's like actually like Pokemon related. I need to make it like the top 5s after the release of the game. I wanted to make sure they were like more like towns and stuff like that versus like Pokemon, because I was like, what if like opinion changes of a Pokemon like right away?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can always just make a new tier list after a couple years or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that.
Like I'm gonna do that probably anyways, because like I would like to have video in it instead of just being pictures.
Video works really good.
So
there's
a
like, YouTube channel that does tier lists and like top 5 type things, and I don't know if you've ever heard him or heard of his name. It's like called Tier Zoo.
Okay.
We should go through that. And he does really, really good tier lists. It's all about like animals. We have to talk to her and beat her. But it's a really interesting way about him going about it.
Okay.
I was watching some of his stuff anyways, like earlier, but yeah, and it's just like stuff like the greatest like insect, and he just the video style itself. And it's not like he does anything super hard editing wise either, but it makes it like really fit in. So it's very, very interesting. You probably could do something like that. Although everybody's got their own style.
Yeah,
Mine
I mean,
is
I've never seen those videos before, so but yeah, I mean, like I definitely wanted to add in like some sort of like video instead of just being like a standstill image, because I feel that'll make the interaction like it'll not be so boring to like look at.
Yeah.
Because like I don't have my face cam on those, which is like the only content that I don't do that with. So
yeah,
it's
I was
like,
thinking about mixing that up where I don't have like my V2 model
on everything.
Yeah, like especially when it comes to that stuff. I cut away from it so that way it's not like taking up part of the screen.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I don't like mind like having like my face cam on stuff. Like obviously like it's whatever to me at this point, but sometimes it makes layouts, like when I make my own layouts and stuff, like it just feels like sometimes like it's restrictive.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is not always a bad thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah.
Like I do think that, like having your face like does add like a little bit of like non-verbal communication with like your audience or whatever, but it's not for everyone, so.
Yeah, I definitely think it adds more than it probably hurts, because you're able to show the audience, you know, that you're someone. They can, relate with you more because they can, facial expressions and whatnot. But I can definitely also see a point case of just like taking it away and then bringing it back at times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I mean, like, some of my favorite people that I watch don't even have face cam. So, like, it's like, it doesn't need to be there for me to enjoy the content, but, like, I think your like, ability to commentate while playing has to be so much stronger. You know
it does. It absolutely does.
Where, like, for me, like, I know that's something that, like, I still go, like, spots where, like, I don't talk all the time. So,
that's when... Explosion. Alright. I mean, Pancake was pretty low. But anyways, yeah, that's one thing I've definitely been trying to do more, is just constantly talk. Definitely not both. are really bad about like having low moments where we don't say anything.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, I feel like for anyone who's like hasn't been on YouTube like forever, like that it's new for everybody. Like no one like in a normal circumstance, like no one's talking this long like by themselves usually like to a camera with like no audience to talk to, right? So it is like totally different. Like I don't know, like when I'm recording, like I mean I've only done 2 live streams at this point, but like being able to have someone like talk to you like at least back is so different.
It helps so much.
Yeah, it helps so much in terms of that. But for me, it was just I wasn't used to like live streaming. So, and I wasn't doing Pokemon. I was playing something else entirely. So, like there was some different things with it, but it was so much different. Like I think I like my 2 live streams were like both 6-hour plus.
Yeah.
Which is like I already record like a lot at once, so like that was fine. But yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare for me to live stream over 3 hours. I will be doing it for Scarlet and Violet because I just plan to play the crap out of that game. Yeah. Probably about like 4 or 5 hour sessions, or longer, maybe. I don't know. I'll just play until I play, just because I really want to play, of course. But yeah, just from like my experiences from live stream, because when I first started, it was live streams. I didn't start recording till I think like 6 months into T-Tar. 6 months into or streaming. And it was I remember my first month or so of streams, I didn't even have audio in my streams. It was just me talking in chat, like using chat itself and playing a game. So once I kind of learned that, and you know, everybody starts off where there's like no one there. I remember my first like couple streams, I had no one, and obviously I wasn't talking much. But the more and more it kind of happened, and like and sometimes I'd have 1 or 2 people, and I just kind of learned to just talk about everything and randomly.
Yeah, I mean, I find like that's why like recording has been like helpful, because like I think when I move over, like if I do move to live streaming, at least I'll be used to already talking to myself. So it might make it a little bit like easier transition, but I know that like for me, like when I record, like I tend to like I'll record for literally 8 hours, but like I'll take like little like 5-10 minute breaks and like have water or grab food or something just to kind of reset. But like when you're live streaming, you can't really do that the same like amount, you know what I mean?
Oh, you still could. I do it.
I mean, fair.
So, although I also have a thing where like, at least for Twitch, where it's like, hey, go drink water, and chat makes me drink water for like 70 billion hours. So I end up having to go to the bathroom 50 kajillion times. So, also GOAT level 72 now. Yeah. Impressive. I think this is the final key too that we got. We just have to beat this lady up. So. Which is pretty pog. Hell slap. You're not a Minchino or Sensino. I always get them mixed up which one's which.
Underratedly one of my favorite Pokemon to use though.
I've never used one, but I would be down to use one at some point.
Like, Minchino is amazing, especially if you can get, like, King's Rock.
Yeah.
Because then you get, like, the guaranteed 5, and then you get, like, the flinch as well. Like, the extra high flinch chance. You can do it on Cloyster, but ain't about that life.
Whee!
Okay, run away.
Hey, we got the final key!
Perfect. You now have 5.
Yeah, now we can go beat up the the final hour area.
Alright. Well, what I think we should do is heal ourselves up. And then we're kind of pushing 40 minutes here. So what I think we should do is wrap up today's episode right here. So thanks everyone for watching. Click like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you liked it. Make sure to go subscribe over to Gilco as well, so you don't miss out on any of his content, because it is possible that maybe someday I'll be over there. So
very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible.
We'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.